Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of ultra-rare and incredibly valuable United States coins, where history, rarity, and serious money all come together in the most exciting way. From iconic pieces like the Lincoln wheat cent to legendary rarities that have stunned collectors at auction, this is a journey you do. The 1942 Lincoln wheat cent stands as a fascinating and highly collectible piece within American numismatics, representing a blend of historical relevance and enduring collector appeal. Struck at the Denver Mint, this modest 1-cent coin might at first seem ordinary, yet certain high-grade examples and rare varieties elevate it into the ranks of valuable collectibles. Enthusiasts of the Lincoln wheat cent prize the 1942 issue not only for its connection to a pivotal moment in history, but also for its potential to achieve impressive market values when found in exceptional condition. Its demand remains strong among collectors seeking to complete date and mintmark sets or invest in historically significant coins. The historical backdrop of the 1942 cent is deeply intertwined with the global upheaval of World War II. In 1942, the United States was fully mobilizing its resources for the war effort, and this included careful consideration of the metals used in coinage. Although the 1942 cent was still struck in the traditional bronze composition, it preceded the dramatic shift to steel cents in 1943 due to copper shortages. This transitional period adds a layer of intrigue, as the coin represents the last full year before a major change in U.S. coinage materials. Its production at the Denver facility reflects the broader effort of multiple mints working at high capacity during wartime. From a design standpoint, the 1942 cent features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's right-facing bust is accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1942, with the small d mint mark positioned beneath the date. The reverse showcases two stylized wheat ears framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto EPLURIBUS UNUM. Composed primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, the coin measures 19 min diameter and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. In high-grade mint state, the coin's original red luster and sharply struck details, particularly in the wheat stalks and Lincoln's hair, enhance its visual appeal significantly. While the overall mintage of the 1942 cent was substantial, exceeding 200 million pieces, true rarity emerges in the highest grades and in specific era varieties. Most circulated examples are common and affordable, but coins graded MS67 red or higher are exceedingly scarce. Additionally, collectors actively seek out varieties such as doubled dies or repunched mint marks, though these are relatively rare for this issue. The combination of high-grade scarcity and the natural attrition of copper coins over decades contributes to the coin's desirability. Condition plays a decisive role, with uncirculated coins exhibiting full red coloration commanding a significant premium over brown or red-brown examples. In terms of market value, the 1942 Lincoln cent displays a wide spectrum depending on condition and quality. Circulated examples typically range from a few cents to a couple of dollars, making them accessible to beginners. However, uncirculated coins in MS65 red condition can fetch between $15 and $40, while MS67 red examples may reach several $100s at auction. Exceptional specimens with near-perfect surfaces and strong eye appeal have been known to surpass $1,000 in competitive bidding environments. These values are influenced by grading standards set by major services, population reports, and the ongoing demand for top-tier registry-set coins. For collectors aiming to acquire a high-quality 1942 cent, careful evaluation is essential. Look for coins with strong, even luster, minimal contact marks, and well-defined strike details, particularly in Lincoln's cheek and the wheat ears. Certification by reputable grading companies adds authenticity and market confidence, especially for higher-value pieces. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and protective holders helps preserve the coin's condition over time. Acquiring examples through established dealers, reputable auctions, or numismatic communities can reduce the risk of encountering cleaned or altered coins, which can significantly diminish value. In conclusion, the 1942 D. Lincoln Wheat cent embodies a compelling mix of historical significance, artistic design, and collectible potential. Its connection to the wartime era, combined with the enduring popularity of the Lincoln cent series, ensures its continued relevance among numismatists. While many examples remain modest in value, the pursuit of high-grade or rare varieties offers both challenge and reward. For collectors at any level, this coin represents not only a tangible link to America's past, but also a promising addition to a thoughtfully curated collection, with the potential for steady appreciation over time and to miss. Next up in the 1951 D. Lincoln cent stands as a fascinating and often underestimated coin within the broader landscape of American numismatics. Yet in its finest preserved forms, it can command surprisingly strong attention and value among collectors. Struck as part of the long-running Lincoln cent program, this coin represents a post-war era of stability and mass production, but also offers subtle opportunities for rarity in exceptional condition. While most examples are common, the most expensive specimens, particularly those graded at the highest mint state levels, have achieved notable premiums, making the 1951 D a compelling target for collectors who appreciate condition rarity. Its appeal lies not in dramatic scarcity, but in the challenge of finding truly pristine examples that have survived decades without wear or degradation. The historical context of the 1951 D cent is rooted in the early Cold War period, a time when the United States was transitioning from wartime economy to peacetime prosperity. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin was one of over 625 million produced that year, reflecting the nation's growing demand for small-denomination currency in everyday commerce. The obverse features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln, originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate his 100th birthday, making it the first regular U.S. coin to depict a real historical figure. By 1951, the Lincoln cent had become a cultural staple, circulating widely across a rapidly modernizing America. Yet few people at the time would have imagined that certain high-grade examples would later become prized collectibles. In terms of design, the 1951 D. Lincoln cent retains the classic elements that define the series. The obverse showcases Victor David Brenner's dignified profile of Lincoln, accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. On the reverse, the iconic wheat ears frame the denomination 1 cent, and United States of America, a design often referred to as the Wheat Penny. Composed primarily of 95% copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. What makes high-end examples particularly special is the presence of full original luster, sharp strike details, and vibrant red coloration, features that are rarely preserved over time and significantly enhance both visual appeal and market desirability. Rarity for the 1951 D cent is not driven by low mintage, but by condition scarcity and the existence of subtle varieties. While circulated examples are abundant and inexpensive, coins graded MS66 red or higher are considerably more elusive. Even more desirable are those with exceptional eye appeal, free of contact marks, carbon spots, or dull toning. There are also minor die varieties, such as repunched mint marks or die cracks, which can add a layer of intrigue for specialists. However, the true rarity lies in superb gem examples, where the combination of strike quality, luster, and color reaches near perfection, a condition that only a tiny fraction of the original mintage can claim today. Market value for the 1951 D. Lincoln cent varies dramatically depending on condition and color designation. In circulated grades, the coin typically holds only modest value, often ranging from a few cents to a couple of dollars. However, uncirculated examples with full red color can range from $10 to $50 in lower mint state grades, while MS-65 red coins may fetch $50 to $150 depending on eye appeal. At the end of the spectrum, MS-67 red examples, among the finest known, have sold for several $1,000s at auction, with exceptional pieces occasionally exceeding $5,000. These high prices are driven by registry set competition, collector demand for top population coins, and the increasing difficulty of locating flawless examples from this era. For collectors seeking to acquire a valuable 1951 D cent, careful attention to detail is essential. It is advisable to focus on coins that retain their original red luster, as these are significantly more desirable than brown or red-brown examples. Certification by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC provides assurance of authenticity and condition, which is especially important for higher-value purchases. Proper storage is also critical. Copper coins are highly sensitive to environmental factors, so using airtight holders and maintaining stable humidity can help preserve their condition. Collectors should consider purchasing from established dealers, reputable auctions, or trusted numismatic communities to minimize risk and ensure quality. In conclusion, the 1951 D. Lincoln cent exemplifies how a seemingly common coin can achieve remarkable significance when examined through the lens of condition and collector demand. Its historical roots, classic design, and the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent series contribute to its lasting appeal, while the rarity of top-grade specimens elevates its status within the hobby. For both new and experienced collectors, the pursuit of a high-quality 1951 D cent offers a rewarding challenge and a tangible connection to mid-20th century American history. As interest in condition rarity continues to grow, this coin remains a compelling and potentially appreciating addition to any well-curated collection. The 1955 D. Lincoln cent is one of the more intriguing coins in the long-running Lincoln cent collection, particularly for collectors who appreciate high-grade examples and subtle mint variations. Struck in 1955 at the Denver Mint, this coin represents a continuation of the classic wheat cent design that had been in circulation since 1909. Although it does not possess the dramatic fame of the 1955 double-die variety from Philadelphia, exceptional examples of the 1955 D. penny can still command impressive prices in the collector market. Its value comes primarily from pristine condition, scarcity in top grades, and the enduring popularity of the Lincoln cent series. For numismatists, the coin symbolizes the post-war era of American coinage, while remaining an accessible yet rewarding target for serious collectors. The historical context of the 1955 D. Lincoln cent reflects the broader mid-20th century expansion of the United States economy and currency circulation. The coin was produced during a time when millions of cents were needed for everyday commerce, and the Denver facility played a crucial role in meeting that demand. The design honors Abraham Lincoln, whose portrait had appeared on the cent since 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. By 1955, the wheat cent design had already become one of the most recognizable coins in American pockets, linking everyday transactions with the nation's historical legacy. The Denver Mint's output that year was large, yet most coins entered heavy circulation, meaning relatively few survived in pristine condition suitable for top-tier collections. From a design standpoint, the 1955 D. Lincoln cent retains the classic artistic elements created by Victor David Brenner. The obverse displays Lincoln's right-facing portrait accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1955 with the small D mint mark beneath it. The reverse features two stylized wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, a design often referred to as the wheat reverse. The coin is composed primarily of 95% copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, measures 19 millimeters in diameter, and weighs about 3.11 grams. In high-grade mint-state examples, collectors prize the rich reddish luster known as red coloration, which dramatically enhances the coin's visual appeal. Rarity for the 1955 D cent does not stem from low mintage, but rather from survival rates in exceptional condition. While the Denver Mint struck well over 500 million cents that year, the vast majority were used extensively in circulation. Coins that remain uncirculated with strong strike details, original mint luster, and minimal contact marks are considerably scarcer than the raw mintage numbers suggest. Additionally, certain minor die varieties and well-preserved, full red examples are highly sought after by specialists who study subtle differences in strike quality and die characteristics. Because of this, condition plays an outsized role in determining the coin's desirability and market price. In terms of market value, circulated 1955 D Lincoln cents are generally common and affordable, often worth only a few cents above face value due to their copper content and collectability. However, the situation changes dramatically when the coin appears in mint-state condition. Uncirculated examples graded around MS63 to MS65 may range from roughly $10 to $40 depending on color designation and eye appeal. Coins graded MS66 or higher can reach several $100s, especially if they retain full original red coloration. At major auctions, superb gems graded MS67 have occasionally realized prices approaching or exceeding $1,000, demonstrating how condition rarity transforms an otherwise common coin into a valuable collectible. For collectors hoping to acquire a valuable 1955 D cent, careful examination and authentication are essential. High-quality examples should display sharp details in Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks, along with strong original luster and minimal spotting. Many serious collectors prefer coins certified by respected grading companies such as PCGS or NGC, which provide authentication and standardized grading. Proper storage is also critical. Copper coins are sensitive to environmental changes and should be kept in inert holders away from humidity and contaminants. Searching through older coin collections, visiting reputable coin dealers, or participating in numismatic auctions are all effective strategies for locating well-preserved specimens. Ultimately, the 1955 D Lincoln cent holds a meaningful place within the broader Lincoln cent series and the story of American coinage. Its historical connection to mid-century America, combined with the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln and the classic wheat reverse, gives it lasting aesthetic and cultural appeal. While common in circulated grades, truly exceptional examples command strong premiums and remain desirable among collectors who pursue the finest surviving coins. For both beginners and advanced numismatists, the 1955 D cent demonstrates how even a humble 1 cent piece can embody history, artistry, and long-term collectible value within the fascinating world of coin collecting. Next up in the 1958 D Lincoln Wheat cent stands as one of the more intriguing modern-era pennies from the long-running Lincoln Wheat cent series, capturing the attention of collectors not because of its base issue alone, but due to the extraordinary rarity of certain varieties tied to it. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin represents the final year of the wheat reverse design before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. While millions of standard examples were produced, the 1958 D cent has become especially desirable due to the existence of one of the rarest and most valuable error coins in American numismatics, the 1958 double die obverse. This unique status has elevated the coin's importance far beyond its face value, making it a centerpiece in discussions of rare modern U.S. coins and fueling consistent demand among serious collectors. Historically, the 1958 D-cent was minted during a period of economic stability in the United States, at the tail end of the wheat cent era that began in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln. The coin's production coincided with a time when the U.S. mint system was preparing for a significant design shift, marking the approaching sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth. The Denver Mint, known for its high-output coinage, struck over 800 million of these cents, ensuring their widespread circulation. However, the broader historical importance of the 1958 D issue lies in its role as a transitional piece, closing out a beloved design that had endured through 2 world wars and the Great Depression, and ushering in a new era of coinage design that reflected mid-20th century America. In terms of design, the 1958 D Lincoln cent features the classic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. The reverse displays 2 stylized wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto EPLURIBUS UNUM. Composed primarily of 95% copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. While these specifications are standard for wheat cents of the era, what makes the 1958 D particularly fascinating is how sharply struck and lustrous examples can exhibit exceptional eye appeal, especially when preserved in high mint state grades with original red coloration. The rarity of the 1958 D cent is not rooted in its overall mintage, but in the existence of the extremely scarce 1958 double die obverse variety. This error, caused by a misalignment during the die creation process, results in dramatic doubling visible in the inscriptions, especially "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Only a handful of authentic examples of this variety are known to exist, reportedly fewer than a dozen, making it one of the rarest Lincoln cent errors ever discovered. In contrast, regular 1958 D cents are abundant, but finding examples in pristine, fully red gem-quality condition, MS66 or higher, can still be challenging, as many coins from this era were heavily circulated or poorly stored. When it comes to market value, the difference between a standard 1958 D cent and the rare double die variety is staggering. Common circulated examples are typically worth only a few cents to $1, while uncirculated specimens in MS65 red condition may sell for $10 to $25, with superb gems reaching $50 or more depending on eye appeal. However, the 1958 double die obverse cent is a true numismatic trophy, with auction prices reaching into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. One notable specimen has sold for well over $200,000, reflecting its extreme rarity and desirability among elite collectors. This dramatic price disparity underscores how specific varieties and condition can transform an otherwise common coin into a legendary rarity. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1958 D cent, attention to detail is essential. High-grade examples should exhibit strong luster, minimal contact marks, and vibrant original color, ideally graded and authenticated by reputable services such as Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company. Those seeking the double die variety must exercise extreme caution, as counterfeits and misattributions are common due to the coin's immense value. Studying diagnostic features and purchasing only from trusted dealers or major auction houses is highly recommended. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and protective holders will also help preserve the coin's condition and long-term value. In conclusion, the 1958 D Lincoln wheat cent embodies a fascinating dual identity within American numismatics, a widely available final year issue of a historic design, and simultaneously, the source of one of the rarest and most valuable error coins ever produced. Its historical significance as the closing chapter of the Wheat Cent series, combined with the allure of the elusive double die variety, ensures its enduring appeal among collectors. Whether pursued as an affordable piece of history or as a high-stakes investment in its rarest form, the 1958 D-cent continues to captivate enthusiasts, offering both a tangible link to America's past and the potential for remarkable numismatic value in the future.